And welcome back to Politics Tonight. You know, it's no secret that the city of Chicago, new cameras, including its massive public school system, is in desperate need of some major cash and fast. Combined, tens of billions of dollars in pension debt that's on the rise every day. CPS is making massive cuts in the next year. Still not enough. Yesterday, the Chicago Sun-Times reported that Mayor Emanuel plans to use a long-debated system to his advantage. He's going to freeze spending in 7 downtown TIF districts that stand for tax increment financing. Hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue from those taxing districts are put into one fund that's then given out for major projects, usually without much oversight. The decision could free up nearly $250 million over 5 years, half of which would go to CPS. Here to talk more about this, co-founder of the Civic Lab and the TIF Illumination Project is Tom Tresser. Tom, welcome to Politics. Welcome back. You've been here before.
I have. It's a pleasure.
And we've chatted about this, so I kind of defined a little bit about what a TIF is.
Yes.
But so why is it that so many aldermen who have wanted the mayor to take the step he's taking, people think this is just could be a really huge part of the fix? Is it?
Well, I don't think so. I think it's a drop in the bucket, but it's a good drop in the right bucket. TIFs take about $300 million a year out of off the table. Last year was about $372 million. Since TIFs started in the city of Chicago, we're talking about $7 billion have gone missing. A lot of it to private developers, as you say, with very little oversight. So here we are today. And the question is Chicago broke? I say it isn't. And the reason for it is there's money that's hoarded and hidden, there's money that's stolen, and there's money that isn't being collected.
And you're not talking about, you're talking about TIF money, or you're talking other than TIF money?
I'm talking TIFs are part of that picture. The money that's hoarded and hidden, that's TIF money. When we at the TIF Illumination Project looked at all the reports for 2013 now, a year ago, we found $2 billion in property tax money sitting in bank accounts somewhere. We want an accounting. Where's that money?
So TIFs, of course, are the way we get certain projects developed, to parks and various things. Who decides who's going to get a project and how much that TIF's going to be and all that?
Well, it's a two-step process. It's the alderman first. So if the alderman is in tight with the mayor, then he or she will get what she wants. But it's really driven by City Hall and the 5th floor. If the mayor wants it, you'll get it. If he doesn't, you won't.
So some aldermen, as the mayor has taken the step that he has to now freeze them and essentially, pay off the projects they got to pay off and call it a day. Some aldermen have said, too little, too late. You should have done this years ago. Well, I guess, and there you are, but is it too little, too late?
Well, again, unless we have a forensic audit, and I'm talking about bringing in someone from the FBI who can find mob money, we really don't know the state of city finances. I'm honest with you. I ran for a county-wide office a few years ago. I said the same thing then. Honestly, I don't believe the numbers that come out of City Hall, and I don't think that the listener should either.
So if the mayor is essentially freezing spending in this case 7 of the downtown TIFs, and as I said, pay off existing projects and call it, so what won't we get? So those TIF monies downtown, there's new parks, new improvements.
Well, this is the point. This is what they're saying. They're saying if you
Who's they?
The mayor's people. They're saying if you take away those TIFs today, you won't get, say, a Green Line station or the park in Chinatown, things of that nature. Well, why? Why are they tied to these mysterious TIF funds? Why don't we have a citywide plan for economic development that speaks to all the communities, not just the mayor's friends and the Loop? I mean, we need parks in other parts of the city, not just in the Loop. We need infrastructure everywhere, and that only comes from a citywide plan, not from these rifle-shot, clout-driven projects that are TIFs.
So let me ask the fundamental basic question. Are TIFs a good idea?
No, I don't think so. Not in the city of Chicago, not as they've been practiced. This is a city, remember, we've sent 30 aldermen to prison, 2 governors to prison. We don't have
I didn't say is this city handling it properly. I've said TIFs as a concept. Are they a good idea?
I don't think so. I think we need a breathtaking plan for city development that we could all be part of, not just the alderman and the mayor. And that requires almost a vision going back to the Chicago plan. I think we need to start that over again.
So if I have the numbers right, and I know, of course, you've done a lot of this homework, but it's about 32%, is that right, of the city that gets covered by TIFs?
That's right. It's no other city in America has that kind of coverage.
And so your point is that is a lot.
That's a lot. Remember, we're talking about, since TIFs got created, $7 billion in property taxes have gone missing. The records aren't even online or available for the first 15 years of the project. We don't even know where that money went to. I think it's fair to say, moratorium on all TIFs. Freeze them now. Don't give anybody another dollar until we have a thorough accounting until we have some kind of plan that says where's economic development going to happen in the truly blighted areas of the city that are being starved by TIFs. That's the irony.
Do you have a sense of how much the mayor, the city, will be saving by taking the action he's saving? What will it put in the coffers?
Well, if they empty out these TIFs now, it could be, as David Orr said, close to $250 million, but that's over 5 years. If we sunsetted all the TIFs today, I mean all 150 of them approximately, that could save all the taxpayers in Cook County 10% on their property tax bill. I don't know about you, but I could use that 10%, in my pocket.
The things that these TIFs go for,
Yeah.
would we therefore, and very briefly, would we be without them? In other words, we wouldn't have these problems. We wouldn't have these improvements.
No, well, if you want to build new schools, go to the public bonding, the municipal bond process. That's normally how we do building in Chicago, and it should be done on a more transparent, participatory manner where we build stuff and who needs stuff first.
Overall, are you satisfied with the step the mayor is taking?
I'm mildly satisfied. It opens the door to looking at all the TIFs. Why not? Why just these 7? Let's look and open the books on all of them. What do you say, Mayor Emanuel? Open the books, show us the numbers.
Tom Tresser, there's no question why your project is about the TIF illumination project.
Yes, sir.
Exactly what you do. Thanks for being with me. And we'll be back with more politics tonight after these words. Stay with us.